Hello, and thanks for joining us today. Alvina here from Sweet Pea Quilting, and I have with me today as well Donna, who also works here at the store. So behind the camera is Heidi, who you won't see, but she's the one that's putting this all together and making it all work for us. So a big thanks to both of you for making this all work today. So we thought that we would bring a few things from the store to you, and today I've chosen to do panels and placemats. So Donna's going to be displaying some panels and placemats, and we're going to be telling you about them as we go. A couple of things about today. If you decide you want to purchase anything that we're showing you, during this live session, we will pay the tax on anything that you purchase. So if you, for example, say you want number 23, whatever the cost of number 23 is what you pay. We'll pay the taxes, and that's just to say thanks for joining us on this live broadcast today. So everything you see today will have numbers on it. If you're interested in anything, you can just send us a comment and let us know whatever the number is, and you can say sold. We will then put that item aside for you, and after the live broadcast, then we will be back to you to make arrangements to either, for you to drop in and pick it up, or for us to get your credit card and mail it out to you. So we're happy to do any mailing that you wish, or if you want to come into the store, we're happy to do that for you as well. So everything we're showing you today will be first come, first serve. So kind of when it's gone, it's gone. If something interests you, don't wait too long, because as you know, in the life of a quilting store, fabric's here one day and gone the next. So anything you like, happy to let us know. So just send us a comment. We'll get your name. You can just say the number that you're interested in, and we'll do the rest after the live broadcast. So we're going to start with a little collection from Deb Strain, who designs for Moda Fabrics, and this one's called Cultivate Kindness. So this is going to be item number 1, and item number 1 is just the panel itself. So we do only have a limited number of these panels left, so if you're interested, let us know. So the panel itself is 0.6 of a meter, and it's $13. So if you're interested in this, you can let us know. We also, with the panel, have some fat quarter bundles. As you know, we do tons of fat quarters here at the shop. So we've done a few fat quarter bundles of Cultivate Kindness. And if you're interested in these, 5 fat quarters are $22. And this is item number 2. So you can see behind us, Donna, who's also Vanna in disguise, is standing beside this quilt top that we borrowed from a customer. And this pattern, the pattern that she used, is called Fernanda, and it is one of these Villa Rose patterns, and the pattern is $6. So pattern's going to be item number 3. So if you want this little pattern, you just tell us you want item number 3.
Aren't these really quite easy to whip up, Albina, with these little patterns?
Little Villa Rose patterns, very easy. Yeah.
I always think of them as fast and easy.
Yes.
Yep.
So you can see with this one, the panel's in the center, and then it's just got a few borders. So very effective looking. We are happy to do a finishing kit for you. So if you already have the panel and you just want to do everything else, we are doing a finishing kit for this panel, and the finishing kit is $72. Item number 4.
But that makes a nice size quilt.
It does make a nice size quilt. Yeah. So the finished size of that quilt is 55 by 73. So nice size, not too much work, very effective looking, kind of springtime, and those red trucks are always popular. Okay, so the next one we're going on to is, Donna's steering me in the correct direction. We also have charm squares and jelly rolls in the Cultivate Kindness line. So the charm squares are $19, and it's item number 23. And the jelly roll is item number 24, and the jelly roll is $65.
Now, can I just pipe up here for a second
Yep.
and let you know, I love grays, as a lot of people do, but my house is not gray. My house is more beige and white and things like that. So with this, I bought the jelly roll, and I used, instead of the gray background, I used the off-white,
cream.
and I think it looks really nice. I am really happy. Don't look at that I didn't stitch, but yeah, this is just going to be a little on-point quilt that I've whipped up from my living room. And another thing I want to add, with the jelly roll, I don't know if you've seen it or not, but there is the pattern online for the cutest little bag.
Tote bag.
Yeah, little tote bag. It is just darling. So anyway, sorry, my 2 cents.
That's okay.
Can I pipe in for a sec?
Yeah.
So we've got someone saying hello from Salt Spring Island, Janet, and we've got someone watching from London, England.
Oh, hello. Thank you.
And we have someone commenting that I need to turn my phone, so I'm just going to try that and see if that's any better.
Oh, okay, so that's Heidi
Does
in
it
the
make me look
background.
slimmer if
Yeah,
it's like
yes,
this?
it does.
Oh, perfect. That's good. Good deal.
Okay, so Donna's going to take down the Cultivate Kindness, and we're going to move on to the next item. And that's this is a Michael Miller panel. And we've actually done a little store sample out of this one. And it is called Tiny Tots. The panel itself is 0.85 of a meter, and it is $18. And once Donna gets that up, I will show you that the panel is everything you see up to the binding. So the panel includes the outer border, the blocks, and the teddy bear. So all you have to do is quilt it and bind it. So that's a really quick and easy. And
So you could do that like in an afternoon,
yes.
couldn't you?
And it could be for a boy or it could be for a girl. So for those of you who still don't know what the baby will be, this would be a great little one.
Wouldn't this be a cute little idea? Just me and my ideas. Wouldn't it be cute if it was for a girl, if you did a little pink bow?
Oh, and added it.
Added it, just applique a little pink
Yeah.
bow. Oh, I think
What
that
a
would be
great idea.
darling.
Yeah. We've also got a go with fabric that goes with this. So if you wanted to use this for your binding or you wanted to add another border. So we've got this fabric on the bolt, and it is $21 a meter.
Or you know what else I think would be really cute? Sorry.
That's okay.
That would be sweet as a little sheet on a crib.
Oh yeah.
And then this to coordinate on the top.
On the top. Wouldn't that be
cute as
cute?
could be? Or a little pillowcase?
All right, next one is, we're moving on to the digital print by Hoffman. So this one is
is lovely.
called, this is number 7, going up. And it is called Storybook, and it's a digital print by Hoffman that's fairly large in size. So that is one panel, and that panel measures 44 by 62. So really, that's your quilt. You just, if you want to add a border, you can add a border. If you just want to quilt it and bind it. So some dark indigos and then little Peter Pan there on the bow of the ship. So
That would be cute too, with embellishments like some little glitter stars or something like that up here in the sky. And you know another thing, I'm the idea person. I think that would be a great Christmas gift if you made a quilt and then bought the story of Peter Pan.
Oh, what a good idea.
And combined them like for a grandchild or something. What a good idea.
Good idea.
Don't you think?
So this panel is, like I said, it's quite large, 44 by 62. So it's $36 for the panel, but really it's your quilt. So we've got just 4 of those left. So if that interests you, that's number 7, and you can just let us know. Okay, so now we're on to
Oh, one of my favorites.
the next.
Sorry,
That's okay.
a little slow here.
Bev says hi from Parksville. Marnie says hi from Nova Scotia.
Oh, that's my sister.
Oh,
Morning, sister.
isn't that nice? Oh, and I'll say hi to who told me she'd be watching. So, Glenda, if you're up early and watching, hello. So, okay, so this is a panel called La Pave, And Sandy Gervais did this, and it's for Moda again. So the panel itself is 0.6 of a meter, and the panel is number 8. So 0.6 of a meter, it's $13. We've only got 4 of these left. And then the panel contains the 8 flowers, but I just took half of a panel and just did a little crazy quilting border on the outside. So if you're just looking for a nice little wall hanging, Donna had a really good idea for this one.
I said what you could do is you could buy the panel, you could make one of these for yourself and one of these for your sister who always wants what you have.
Yes.
Right?
Right. Okay, so next we're moving on to another Hoffman panel. This is a digital print, and it is called Dream Big Dance. So this was the after Hoffman came out with their big flower patterns, this was the next in that line. So this panel measures 44 by 44, so that's 1.15 meters, and it is $24 for that panel. So this, you could turn this into a tote bag if you wanted to just cut it in half. Then you have your 2 halves that you need for a tote bag. You could just quilt it as it is.
Alvina did a tote bag out of this, and it was just darling, but she sold it.
Yes. So, so this one, again, you could just put any color border you want on it, and you know, it's done.
It would be great above your headboard in your bedroom, I think, to pull some of these colors that you have in your bedroom. Don't you?
Yeah, good idea.
Penny says, hi, Donna.
Hi, Penny.
Okay.
That's my daughter's best friend from Edmonton.
And Glenda says, hi, Alvina.
Oh, hi,
from
Glenda.
Salmon Arm.
Oh, hi.
Oh,
She's enjoying your teamwork.
Oh, good. Okay, so next is Migratory Pursuit. This is a panel that we turned into a store sample. So the panel itself, which is the whales, and once Donna gets it up there, do you need a hand?
well, yep, a little.
Okay. There we go. So this is called Migratory Pursuit, and the panel itself is 29 by 44, and it's $16 for the panel. Now, if you'll notice, this panel has been done in the landscape format, which means that it is wider than it is longer. So we found another one of these
Quick and easy.
Villa Rosa Quick and Easy patterns. This one is number 11, and it's called Gathering. And so we used the panel to come up with the little store sample using what they've done here. So simple designs, but very effective when you get to the end result.
I have to tell you, I came in one day to the shop and the panel was hanging here on the design board, and I thought, oh, that's nice. It's, you know, it's a nice panel, nothing too special. When I came in the next time, it was done into a quilt, and I went, wow, that just, it's incredible.
It makes a difference. And
Beautiful.
again, it's not a complicated project, but just adding the little borders there gets you the size you want, and turns a simple panel into like a little quilt. So, okay, so we talked about the gathering panels. Okay, so we're on to, for all you cat fans out there.
Oh my God, this is cute.
So this is called Catmosphere, and it's again a panel.
What is it called? Catmosphere?
Catmosphere.
Oh my God.
And it measures 25 by 44, so it's 0.6 of a meter. So it's $13 for the panel, and remember, we're paying the tax today. The panel has 10 different cats. So when it came in, I was trying to figure out something that I could do with it, and this is what we came up with. We made this little tote bag using 4 of the panels, and then the other panels I turned into hot mats, I believe.
Yep.
But we sold them. So we just have the tote bag left. So,
But again, you could make a tote bag for you and a tote bag for your sister.
that's right, yes.
Or your best friend.
Yeah, and you could use any, I mean, there's such a variety of colors. This almost is a laurel birch-ish.
Exactly.
Not exactly, but kind of that fun and whimsical.
I
cats.
sold one of these panels on Saturday, and the lady said that she has a granddaughter who wants to make a quilt for her sister. She said, but Granny, it's got to have cats and it has to be blue. So she was so excited to find this, and she's going to cut them and then make a quilt. So having
Out of
these
it.
kind of
Oh,
as
that's
the
a good idea.
highlight, you know, each cat, but then she's going to make other blocks around it as well. So too cute.
Endless possibilities.
Yep. Look at this face on this one. Anyways. Sorry.
Okay, so we're going to move on to our next little one.
Oh,
Okay, so this
Aren't
is
these
called
cute?
Owl's Woodland Adventure. This panel is 36 by 44. It's 0.9 of a meter, and it's $19 for the panel. So again, this one already comes with a couple of little borders. So if you just want to quilt it and bind it, then that's all you have to do with it. Oh, if you want to make it bigger, you can. We've also got a bundle to go with this. This is coordinating fat quarter bundles for that panel. So this is item number 14. There's 5 fat quarters and it's $22, but we just have one left of these fat quarter bundles.
so that's the same as our in-store special.
Yes.
Every day, buy 4, get one free, right?
That's
Yeah.
right. Yes. So, and then if you were looking to do the binding, oh yeah, Donna's already got it up there. That would look really cute if you wanted to do that as the binding, and even better if you did it as a bias binding, so your stripe is going on the diagonal.
Be even cute as a border, don't you think?
Yes, you could add another border using that. Yeah.
Look at this guy. Oh.
Okay, so
Good thing I don't have more grandbabies at this point.
Okay, so this one is really cute. It's kind of a standalone. We had some coordinating fabric, but the coordinating fabric sold. But we've got just a couple of these panels left. So this is item number 15, and it's called Alphabet Soup Panel. It measures 30 by 44, or 3/4 of a meter, and it's $16. So if you are an I Spy collector, this would work really nice as kind of some cheater blocks for an I Spy quilt, or you could just do some borders on this one.
Some people are also making books for, you know, the little
Oh,
sock.
yes.
Could you, I bet you could do little books
Yeah,
with
you
these,
could if
couldn't
you wanted to fussy cut them, because
Yeah.
they're all going to be of the same or similar size.
So you could add
Yeah.
a couple of borders to the ones that were perhaps not big enough, like this F.
Yeah.
Might not be as big as the U, but you could just add some borders or whatever, right?
Yes.
And we do have, although it's not coordinating fabric, if somebody wanted this and colors to match, we do have some things in the store
That would go
that
with
would go
it.
with it.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe not from the same line, but
Right.
I
Okay,
know
so
we've
before
got
we
the same.
take this down, what's the N?
those are,
What do we think? Does anybody know what the N would be? N is always a hard one when it comes to animals. And usually it's a narwhal. But this isn't a narwhal, which is a whale. But what do we think the N on this panel is? I think I get everything else, but N? Oh, necklace.
I was going to say nuts.
Okay.
oh yeah, it could be, or necklace,
Okay.
yeah.
So I guess where they could, they did, and where they couldn't, they didn't when it came to putting some animals out there. So,
Yeah, and this one's ice cream.
Yeah,
cone and
okay.
apple, yeah.
so ice cream, okay. Oh, so I said we were doing panels and placemats. Well, we're finally coming to a placemat. So this one is called Free Range Fresh. This is item number 16. And
If I was a designer, I would have designed this because I love roosters and I love red, black, and off-white.
Our audience says it's necklace.
oh, thank you.
Yeah.
This panel for the chickens is 0.65 of a meter, and that will give you 4 placemats. There's a little on the right-hand side you'll see, thanks Vanna, there is little instructions, and if you want to just do the panel as they are and bind them, there's instructions, or if you want to add a border. And both of the finishing instructions are on there. If you leave the placemats just as they are, they will measure 11 by 16. And if you add borders to them, they will measure 14 by 18. So 14 by 18 is kind of the standard size for placemats. So, but if you wanted the little ones, you could do the little ones.
I had a lady in the other day who bought a panel, and she was going to cut them all and make a table runner.
Oh, and put them all along ways.
Yes, put them all along and make a table runner.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Cute. You could even put a couple of those on canvas and hang them on your wall in your kitchen. Couldn't you?
We also did a couple of fat quarter bundles to go with these. So if you did want to make some borders and make them bigger, use this as backing.
How cute is that?
This is number 17, and it is 5 fat quarters for $22. And they all fabric coordinates with this panel. So we've got some of that if you're interested as
Love
well.
it.
Okay. We're keeping Donna very busy here this morning. Yes.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. Okay, so next up, this one is called Mother and Son Orca.
But I would like to know how someone determined that it was son.
It was son.
And
So
not daughter.
I think
Sorry,
it
when
should
I
be,
moved,
what are baby whales called? What are the
babies.
babies? Okay, so this could be mother and daughter, or this could be mother and son. Very effective looking. We've only got 3 of these panels in the store. The panel itself is 36 by 44, which is 0.9 of a meter, and it's $19. You could add a black border, you could add a turquoise border, you could do no border. This is actually, if you wanted to do this just as a baby quilt as it is, 36 by 44. It's not the best size in the world, but it would certainly work for a baby quilt if you just wanted to do a bit of quilting on it. And
Cute as a wall hanging too, don't you think? And you could almost echo
quilting,
stitch.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Cute.
very cute.
Yep.
So, all right, now we're going on to the universe.
Going to outer space.
Lost in Space. This one is called Lost in Space panel. Again, 36 by 44, so it's 0.9 of a meter. And that is $19 for that, with the sun and all the planets going around it. Good for a little boy, that's for sure.
Or girl.
Or girl, yes, in this day and age. We've also got a little coordinating fabric that goes with this one. But that's item number 22, and it's $21 a meter. So if you wanted to put a nice orange border or lime green border, and then just add the smaller scale fabric for the border.
Or great as a backing.
Yes, that would work as well. So either one
Isn't
of
that
those.
bright and cute? And that would even be nice on a wall too for
Exactly.
somebody who's learning about the universe and things.
Yes. Well, we're all learning about the universe anyway, aren't we?
The new universe
Yes.
that we're encountering. Yeah.
Okay, so our last little item for you guys today is...
Take a sip of your coffee, ladies. 'Cause
Yes.
This one's gorgeous.
Yes. We had this panel in in one of our recent newsletters, and we decided to make a little quilt out of it, and we used... The panel itself is item number 20, okay? And it is 3/4 of a meter, so the panel would be $17 if you just wanted the panel. So that's item number 20. We took this pattern from Pine Needles Quilt from Ladybug Designs, called the Pine Needles Quilt. And if you see, this panel again is a landscape oriented. but what we did was we used this, but if you see, this is portrait, so it's longer than it is wider. We just turned it and turned all of these borders so that they're going up. So it's the same, but it's just a different orientation of this panel. So just a couple of little borders, and the panel, and I will say, when this first was being constructed, there was way more orange in the outside border. And it went up on the wall. It actually belongs to a customer, and she came in and put it up on the wall, and the orange overtook. So sometimes a little is all you need. So she took the time to redo some of her blocks with just a little bit of orange as opposed to a lot of orange. And we thought that looked really nice, where the focus is still on the owl and your eye isn't going to the border, because orange is a powerful color and it can and very easily overtake your quilting project.
This, I don't know what it's going to look like on Facebook, but this is a dark blue, almost like a dark denim blue. And his eyes have that blue in them. And it just is so nice. It just brings out his eyes.
Yeah.
And
this one was, there were a lot of fabrics that went up on this design wall to pick to pick the two borders. And you'd initially think, well, black will work, but it just didn't do it justice. The black overtook the owl. The decision was finally made that the blue was the best, and once the quilt went together, I think we can all agree it looks very nice. So this pattern is in the store, and it is item number 21, and it's $17. In the pattern itself, the finished measurement of her quilt is 38 by 50, but if you do this orientation using that panel, your finishing measurement is 48 by 58, so a little bigger than hers. You just add a few more of the squares to, to suit this panel. And the border is quite easy to do, not a difficult one. It's just a matter of choosing your fabric so you're not taking away from the center owl in that panel.
And Albina, if you wanted to use this panel and make it more portrait than landscape, you could use that same
We could go back to this pattern that we talked about earlier, number 11. You could easily use that pattern and make it taller as opposed to a little wider. So as long as you're using the same orientation of the panel, and the two are, then yes, you could use this panel as well. So some options for you. All right, there you go. So for our first little Facebook Live, that's what we have to offer you. And
Heidi, we don't have this in on this presentation, but I think that this panel up here, Love the Earth, is certainly noteworthy. It's a great little panel and fairly easy to
certainly
do.
Appropriate for this.
Absolutely. And we do have this panel in stock. Just to note here, Albina added these stronger dark pieces in just because the panel has fairly light stitching and it just wasn't as effective. But we do have the panel and we do have this coordinating fabric. Yes. And I think it's just sweet, easy to do and cute.
All right, so I just want to say thanks. Come on over, Donna. Thanks very much for joining us today, and hope you enjoyed our little offering here, and we'll see what we can't come up with you for the next time around. I'll kind of have a theme as to something that we're going to be doing every time we do this. We don't know how often we'll do this because it does take a little bit of work, but we'll get ourselves organized. Thanks for joining us, and hope you enjoyed it.
And if you have comments, suggestions, ideas, please send them to us.
Yeah, we'll take critiques too. You know, we're new at this, so we'll take
critiques.
Let us know how the sound was.
Yes, and Heidi says, let us know how the sound was. So hopefully it all worked for you. It certainly went well for us.
It was fun. Thanks. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.